Yeah, you guys are complying. It was, and Batman was facing Ra's al Ghul, my favorite villain, and his. What about Talia? She's fine, but that's not the. She's not the villain in this example. Anyway, so so Ra's al Ghul has like Batman trapped, and he's like telling him, like villains do, what his plan is. And he says, "Detective, the world is pretty much dying. The environment is crap. We've killed it. Overpopulation, deforestation is killing animals. Rate of extinctions have gone up. Pollution, this and that, and the world, or the Earth, needs to be healed." It's not a terrible motivation, I think. Actually, kind of nice. How do you plan to go about this, Ra's al Ghul? "I'm going to kill everyone in the world with my death ray, and vegetation will come back because we're not here to ruin it, and the Earth will return to its natural state of balance with nature, and it'll all heal, but everyone will be dead. Oh, except me, of course. I'll be around to rule those who are misguided." It's a supervillain. Had all that money for a death ray. Could have, done a slideshow like Al Gore. Infinity in Truth with Ra's al Ghul. I'd watch it. I'd watch it too. Where's Talia? Where's your daughter? Oh, that's fantastic. And so the best example I can give of a very noble idea, of a very noble goal, gone about in a very wrong way. And forgive me for the giveaway. It's from the graphic novel WatchMen by Alan Dave Gibbons. Really? So you surveilled them on the internet? Wow!
Go see The Dark Knight.
I've seen it 3 times. Anyway, in the graphic novel, in the original work, the world is basically, it's a future world, and the world is kind of on the brink of like World War III, right? And like everyone's just kind of like waiting for like one country to do something to another that would set off this country doing that, because there's an alliance, and this country do that, this country will do that. And it would basically be like, oh Christ, it'll be World War III, we all have giant weapons, and we're all going to kill each other. So everyone's kind of like, oh God. And then it happens. Oh shit. Well, we're all dead. World War III's coming. Long story short, there's a lot to it. The long story short, the villain is revealed, and our 2 of the heroes have cornered him in his lair, and he said, "Villain," I'm not going to say who it is because it's a big giveaway, but "Villain, you've done this horrible thing. Like, we have to stop you." Like, stop me? You think I would tell you guys about this if it hasn't already started? I hit that button about 10 minutes ago. 35. Okay, you read it more recently than I did. Sorry. Anyway, so he had vested already. So basically, now this is a little outlandish, but bear with me. The villain has made it seem like an alien being, gargantuan being, has crashed through the dimensional barriers to our world in the middle of downtown Manhattan. And in its psychic death throes, it kills about 2 million people in the middle of downtown Manhattan. Now this is very effective in this graphic novel because all of WatchMen, like 99% of WatchMen, is laid out 9 panels per page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're all about that big. So you're reading a lot in this little format until you get to this part, and all of a sudden, God bless Dave Gibbons, the illustrator, he switches to full panels of just dead bodies everywhere. And it's not like blown apart from an explosion dead bodies. It's like psychic death throes, like fell down in mid-stride dead bodies. And the amount of detail he puts onto those splash pages is just, it makes you mad. Because there are just some people like coming out of a Chinese food restaurant with like the leftovers like still in their hands. It's like a woman toppled over like over her baby carriage. There was a concert going on that night. So Dave Gibbons actually illustrated most of Madison Square Garden with dead bodies filling it. Now, it sounds kind of amusing, maybe, but when you see it and you like, that's Madison, the guy drew Madison Square Garden, and it's just the amount of detail is just, God. And characters you have spent 99% of the series, of the book with, you see them all too. They get hit by it. It makes you angry. It makes you mad. And you want justice, like right then and there. And that's what the heroes say, like, you lunatic! What have you done? And his answer is, I've saved us. And hits a remote. He's got one of those teak walls that's like full of televisions, which incidentally I love. And it's just all news reports from around the world. Massive incident in Manhattan, millions dead, extraterrestrial being, new threat from another world, amnesty being offered, so-and-so country retreats from other country, alliances being forged to deal with new threat to humanity, etc., etc., etc. And he looks at these screens, and he starts crying, and he raises his arms up in victory, and he says, I've saved us. What he did was he created a different threat. So we stopped focusing the fighting on each other and focused on something else. He did stop World War III. Could he have gone about it a little better than killing 2 million innocent people? I hope so. And there's much more to the story after that. But it's, again, a very noble goal. I want to save us from ourselves. I don't want the world to end. I want us to unite. Cool. How are you going to do it? Oh, God. I knew someone in Manhattan that day. Sure.